Another problem arises here in that the video and customer relationship is also problematized. If we have several copies of a single video, something that is very likely to happen given that a video shop does not necessarily want to have only one copy of any given video, especially new releases. Therefore, since the video is an entity of its own, we end up with the situation in which the information on one particular row on the video table is going to have to be duplicated for each copy of the video we have in stock. This has got to be a bad thing. This could lead to error, leads to redundancy, and if for any reason we have to update anything about one copy of the video, we'll have to go through manually and change the information on each copy of the video. A way around this would be to, first of all, to remove the direct relationship between the video and the customer, and then to break down the video entity itself. So now we have the video having several rents to the customer. So perhaps we could include a column within the video table that would say something like 5 copies, and then each time a customer rented a video, that number, a tally would be held somewhere, perhaps on another field in the video table, that could register the fact that, say, 3 of the 5 copies are out. This is a possible solution, and it solves the problem of the relationship between videos and customers to an extent. However, it is only a very loose and unsatisfactory solution. A better one, we would also include the fine within the rent if that rent happened to go overdue. A better relationship or structure for this video issue would be to separate the video from the titles. At the moment we have a relatively ambiguous entity here, the video. Now, is this video representing a title or a physical video? If we use the rent entity, then we're able to consider the video to be a title. However, the problem then is that each of the videos will presumably have a single code. So if one of the videos goes missing, we have no way of telling which one it was or where we should go to look for it. A better way would be to remove the video entity altogether and the rents entity, and to replace those with a film entity and a copy entity. The film entity is essentially all the information about the film itself and all the relationships with genres and the artist that made that film would all be kept connected to the film entity. By creating a copy entity, we have one row on the table for one literal physical object. This is much better for tracking where a video has gone and so on. It also means that instead of a customer having some link to the film itself, there's one stage of removal there in which the customer now has a link to the particular copy that they hold. We can then reference the copy and find out what exactly that is a copy of by looking at the film that it's connected with. This means that when we want to make any change to the details about the film, we can make them in one place, and all of these will be reflected within any copies of the film that the video shop holds. It's also a good idea to store an unpaid information within the customer table. This is because the customer is perfectly at liberty to drop the videos in very late through the door of the video shop, and if we don't have a way of storing that information on the customer entity itself, then they'll never end up paying for those late fees.